But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that because the man card means everything.
Yeah, dog. Yes, sir. It's Big JTV. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and supporting your boy. I appreciate y'all for spending this day or even this moment, these next few minutes with me, man. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe for anybody or anyone who likes what I've been doing or what I am doing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Terrence, man. Shout out to Terrence Howard, man. You know what I mean? And I'm going to interdisperse a little bit of what I said. Maybe I'll put it at the beginning. Maybe I'll put it in the middle, in between, at the end. I don't know. I don't care. In the editing process, I will be talking about it. Shout out to him for going on, the PBD podcast. Valuetainment owned operation by Patrick Bet David, where he talked about the truth of these Diddy parties, man. And this is something that I think is going to upset a lot of people, and something that I think is going to be maybe offensive to some people. And again, I don't mean to offend people, to disrespect people, but I just got to keep it real. You know what I mean? A lot of people at them Diddy parties were not victims. A lot of them were volunteers, man. And guess what? Were they victims? I guarantee you they were. And just for that fact, Diddy should be in jail and he should be punished. to the fullest extent of the law. But let me remind y'all something. A majority was volunteers. And how do I know that they were volunteers? Because Terrence Howard just broke down the fact that you can say no. You can say, get the hell out of my face. You cannot pick up them phone calls. You can reject what the devil has in front of your face. You can say no to abuse. You can say no. You can stand up to these bullies or these power brokers in Hollyweird, within the music industry and really the movie industry. So what Terrence Howard was talking about, if you didn't get it, he's saying that there is a casting couch, right? And it's common that people talk about it for women, which is obviously true, and it's there. And of course, it's disgusting, because if you are somebody who's a professional, you're an actress, all you want to do is act and show your gift and talent of acting. You shouldn't have to negotiate with somebody and sell yourself, sell your body in order to attain roles and really awards. Because what he was talking about in between that conversation was saying that actresses have to sleep with individuals, probably powerful executives, to even gain their awards. Not even just the role, bro, but the awards, right? If you look up the recent Oscar for, Best Picture, right? It's called Anora. What is Anora about? The Anora is about a Russian powerful oligarch's son who falls in love with a prostitute, a sex worker, right? Who has seen that movie? Absolutely nobody. You ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. Ain't nobody seen that ish. And even the actress who won Best Actress, right, for Anora, ain't nobody knows her name. Would I be surprised that she had to bend down for it? Would I be surprised that she had to slob on the knob like corn on the cob? Not at all. That's the least surprising thing. That's literally how that system works, man. It is disgusting. So when they say these things about DEI, when they say these things about diversity hires, bro, that's not it. Some people have to bend down, suck, swallow, spit, and be entered. And in the male point of view, some men have been entered. Yes, and this is the facts. The fact is they wanted to be entered. Why did they want to be entered? Because they saw what came at the other side of the entering, dog. And obviously what I'm talking about is pause, no Diddy. Literally no Diddy. Say no to Diddy, because he wants to party and you have to tell him no. But some people have already told him yes. And that's what Terrence Howard is saying. These individuals will do the casting couch on the men. The men have to suck and swallow spit in order for them to move ahead. No pun intended. Your manhood is taken. Right? And what it is really, it's a conversation not really about homosexuality. It's a conversation about integrity. It's a conversation about professionalism. It's a conversation about, really on a spiritual level, saying no to the devil. What is signing your soul to the devil? Signing your soul to the devil is not literal. Signing your soul to the devil is doing things against your will, against your nature, against your, intentions in order to get ahead. And they have to battle with that. Like Terrence Howard says. What do you mean battle with that? They have to go through drug addiction. They have to go through sex addiction. They have to go through all type of ish because their soul ain't right. You knew you didn't want to do the bending, but you did the bending. Why? Because you knew an Emmy would come with that. A Grammy would come with that. An Oscar would come with that. The money would come with that. So you broke yourself for fame and money. And you're broken inside. And it all happened because you allowed a man to get inside. And it could be that simple. Your manhood got took, man. Shout out to Terrence Howard. Shout out to the men out there who ain't letting their manhood get took. And if you're actually a gay man and you actually want to have physical relations with another man, do you? That's not your manhood getting taken. But if you're one way and you have to be another way in order to get success, fame, and fortune, your manhood got took. It is what it is. Big J TV. Like, comment, sub. Get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'm out.